Hello once again, appleandapps.com here, checking out Stellar Wars, which is the next in the line of the series of Legendary Wars style games. So we'll dive in here. This is level 5, just to show you how this game plays in action. And if you're familiar with Legendary Wars, then this one should make some sense, and you're probably excited to see it available. And so with the first Legendary Wars, it provided that lane defense setup with also a few little genre mashup type. And now with the new Stellar Wars, it builds upon that, and there's new genres as well as new type elements, but the main thing is there's an all-new space theme, which is then tied together with these robots, which are based on really the Liv Games icon, logo, whatever you... So right now we're starting out on this lane defense system, building up our units to be able to attack the enemy. You can scroll and see what we're going to have to deal with in this. And then we have the miner bots in the top of the screen. They're collecting ore. The ore helps us create new units. And once we got them, we can then use a single button at the top of the screen to send our entire fleet forward. So, and then you have a special ability in the bottom left. And we're going to be going on with. And then in this particular case, it's a 3-lane setup where you can send your different robots into them. And that's how you defeat one particular level. But again, this is a genre mashup, so this is just one style. It's like Sword and Soldiers, where you have that back and forth single battlefield and each player keeps sending out new units. But then we'll dive into the next level. Alert. And let's start it and see that's more of a space shooter type of equipped. And now you simply drag your finger on the left side of the screen, and we're taking out these insectoid enemies, which are really the basis of the entire game. So going back to my earlier point, Legendary Wars was the original with that lane defense setup, and then there was Monster Wars, which lets you pretty much play as the enemy, the monsters. And now this one takes the battle into space, and it has a few new genre types. And it's definitely a lengthy adventure, so be prepared for that. It's $1.99, it's universal for all iOS devices, and it's jam-packed with content. Again, focusing on the different type of genre. You see these little collectibles? They tie into the power-ups on the bottom right. Repair the ship a bit. These are getting hot and heavy. And so the main battle is between the robot-based enemies and the insectoid. There's 30 different types of enemies you'll face, and you have 12 different types of robots at your disposal. So let's dive into our main ship to kind of show you what is at our disposal. So if we tap right here, we can go to the mothership, and from there we can see all the different upgrades. So you see you have your different type of robots that we've unlocked. You have upgrades for them. And then you have access to upgrading your planetary defense ship, as well as the interstellar ship, the one that we were just battling with. So you have access to all those different pieces to upgrade. We'll go back out into the stellar map to try another level. And so the campaign is all about variety to kind of keep you on your the entire time. Because the focus is the planetary defense, but there's also going to be hoverboarding, arcade action, runner style, some hack and smash, all kinds of good stuff like that. So now we have more of our traditional arcade shooters. So what that means, we have this lane-based shooter, and we showed you the space shooter earlier. So again, keeping things varied across dozens of hours, or just a dozen hours of gameplay, 50 levels, 30 different types of enemy, 12 different types of upgradable robots, and really feature-rich experience. And there's 10 different planets you're going to visit across the single-player campaign. And so there's the traditional strategy elements that might be slow-moving for some people, and that's why there's also this arcade action piece of it too, to really appeal to as many people as possible. And again, this is $1.99, it's universal for all iOS devices, and it's a really deluxe experience for $2. I don't think it really has a direct comparison in the App Store outside of simply being like Legendary Wars and Monster Wars. And so this is appleandapps.com. We hope you enjoyed our in-action video, and we'll talk to you next time.